Only as scufflings, we can do better. We can make that so much worse. We're going to take some of these names, the ones that I think we can make worse, and I'm going to decide with chat what we should do to make them worse, and then I'm going to keep suggesting it to them for the next 5 years. You know, we should go to any of the other VShojo fandom names that need a little touch-up, and we should give them a touch-up. What are everyone's fandom names? Hesticles. Now, I don't want to repeat any naming conventions, okay? So if she has hesticles, we're not going to add ickles to like other people, right? Yamata has momos. I think we can make that one worse. I think hesticles is good where it is. Momos needs to be made worse. I think Michi, she's got, what, foreskins? Is that what she decided it is? That's terrible. I like that. Enya as the hentai, that's fine. Okay, so the top row is going to be stuff that doesn't need changing. And then the bottom chunk is going to be stuff that I think we could workshop. Mouse is precious family. We can make that worse. Does Zen officially call her chat anything? I feel like I've been there for forever, and I feel like a lot of people kind of say geckos, but I feel like I don't hear Zen say that, right? Do you know what I mean? Not saying that like it's not used. I just feel like it's something that like maybe she adopted as chat called themselves at first. I don't know. I've been there for a long time. I feel like I've been there for long enough that I've seen it like just slow burn its way in, but it wasn't like a thing that she just sat there and was like, this is gonna be the name, and introduced it first, right? It was more like chat did that over time, and then she was like, okay, and she accepted it, right? So Zen as the geckos, but she doesn't like that, not like some people put an E in there. Oh yeah, Mel with the science team. I like that one. I don't want to change that one because I feel like it's funny. Right? They're like, oh, we're doing this for science. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm with the science team. I gotta say, by the way, after having done a lot of things together with Mel, and especially recently we did a meet and greet together, I really like Mel's community. They're so good at being both huge fans of Mel and some of the other kinds of content that she does, and being very normal in a public space. You know what I mean? Like, they're very nice. They're very realistic about it. They're very like, we got to be respectful about this though. Like, we're here for the content and we're not going to be like weird. And I think it's hard to build a community around that type of content that also doesn't get weird with everyone. And like, they're like really good. They're really good with it. Okay. They're like, I just want to jerk it sometimes, but I don't want to make it weird for anyone. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, that's fine. They're like very honest, but not trying to make it weird. So it's like respectful. Does that make sense? People will be like, oh, these gooners, something. And I'm like, hey, her community, where a lot of her old content, like now she does more normal streaming, but everything used to just be revolving around lewd content for the most part. She was able to still make a community that's so excellent off of that. I don't want to hear anyone say it's hard to the point where it's not possible, okay? Yes, you have to try really hard, like you have to moderate a lot, etc., but like, it's doable, you know? It's just nice to see, man. Oh yeah, Nagi's been doing... Actually, I don't think we need to change that. It's not bad, but I don't want to change it. She's just Famoly. We've got the Haru cult. Fruitcakes actually is one that she's used a lot. She's done fruitcakes. I think Souls is like the one that she said herself, and then Fruitcakes is just like a funny one that she uses. It's not like established, right? She just says it sometimes. Kura has canines. Only as scufflings, we can do better. We can make that so much worse. We can make it so much worse, okay? Like 1,000 times worse. Keisan has, is it like something with an SH? Is that the fan name, or is that just... I'm trying to think. Gachikoi. Yeah, she has like I'm in her Discord, and she has like her Gachikoi. But Gachikoi, the thing is, this is a term that is used in general in like culture for idol fans, all that. And it just basically is someone who like really loves that member. So if you have an Oshi in a group and you're sitting there and you're like screaming for them, and you're wearing like a t-shirt with them and a happy coat with them on it, and you have pen lights with their name on it, and you're like, wah! And you're like just completely like expressing your love, whatever, while they're performing, you might get called that. So hers is sort of like a play on it. Other two members, yeah. What does Peke say? She just says Otabis. Okay, and then we have Nagi Peke. What about Hotaru? Servants, underlings, henchmen. Yeah, something like that. It's like translated to that. We're going to take some of these names, the ones that I think we can make worse, and I'm going to decide with chat what we should do to make them worse, and then I'm going to keep suggesting it to them for the next 5 years. I'm going to sit there and they're going to be like, my community is this, and I'm going to be like, what about this other name though? And I'm going to do that for forever. Yeah, Hime with... She has the harem. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. There we go. So the ones at the bottom, we could make these like so much worse. Let's start from the bottom. Kei-san. Okay, she has like gachikoi or whatever. Unfortunately, I don't think we can use goons for this one because Alma's currently using goons. We can't do a play on goons. Peke's peckers. I like it, but we'd have to explain it to her. Wait, I like it. Okay, if you come up with any that you see the name and you're like, yeah, this is it. Without the C, I do kind of like it without the C. Wait, I like it. I like it a lot. Go in your chat and be like, yeah, I'm a pecker. Okay, that's good. Let's move that up. How to cult is good? You're right. It's not cursed, but it's like good. Hooters. No. Hotarnish is good, but like, can we just do something hot dog related for her? Can we do hot dogs? Because she really likes her hot dog model. Can we call them hot dogs? Like that so people know how to pronounce it. Wieners. Hot dogs or wieners. You did it with 2 E's. I like it, but I think we gotta do hot dogs. She really, really likes it. And yes, and she does say it like that. She's like, hotadogu, right? She'll say that. So say it with an English accent and be like, we are the hot dogs. I like that. With our queen hotadog. It's time. I kind of like fruitcakes. I think fruitcakes is pretty good. She said frauders. Thing is, not everyone's gonna immediately know what that is, and they're gonna be like, what is that? And they're gonna have to Google it. That's a like thing that makes people Google, right? Who said that? Scroll up. One of your fellow chat members immediately was like, this is the first thing that came to my brain, and we all know what you are. We all know. Apricots. She does say cock a lot. It's okay. It feels like the low-hanging fruit. We could do better. I do like Fruit Loops, but Fruitcakes has the same one she already uses. I kind of like Fruit Long. So that's a good nickname for her. Fruglets. Oh, I do like the Fruglets. I think Fruglets is good. I think both are good. Let's keep both on there. All right, Geckos. We can do so much better. I like that. We're gonna keep those. We can do so much better than the Geckos. Okay, and by better I mean so much worse. How about Zendaya Fans Anonymous? How about that? Xenomorphs with a Z, so it's like xenomorphs. That's cool. How about the Zemtria Fan Club? What about that? You like it? I think the Zemtria Fan Club is pretty good, but can we do one that's really cursed? The Zenemies. Hold on, I like that a lot. I think Zenemies is really good. We're keeping it. Zesties. Okay, wait, Zesties is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a runner-up. That's a really good runner-up, and maybe I'll just call them that as a joke, but I think Zenemies is great. Mouse with the Precious Family. Now this one's nice because this is like very wholesome. I think we can change that. Rat bastards. No. Needs to be rancid. Someone said droppings. Just call them droppings. That's good. The Spawn. I still think droppings is pretty good. Let's put it here as a contender. Cheesers. Cheesers. I like cheesers because it's so annoying. If I keep going into a stream going, what's up, cheesers? We're doing that. Droppings is good. That could be the contender, the runner-up, but we're doing cheesers. Wait, you know, we gotta make it worse. We gotta put the Z's in there so it's cheesers. Little cheesers. We gotta put the lil in there. Okay. There we go. I like it. Okay, Mata has the Momos. Now, I like the name Momos, but let's call them something else. Okay, Momorons. I remember when she was first trying to come up with ideas and I gave her some names. There were a lot of names that I gave, and there were a couple. I remember there were 2 that I thought were like perfect. Mormons. No. Rad roaches. Wait, someone said this. If I spelled like this, rad roaches. Oh, that's bad. What if we make it like a bad street gang name and we make it like Roach Boys, like that? What about the Roach Boys? And it's, oh, Infesties was the one that I said. That was the one. That was the one when she was first coming up with names. I kept typing in all caps in her channel, Infesties, over and over. I was like, Infesties. And she liked it, but she still went with Momos, and I was like, no. I'll just reclaim the name that I really wanted to name them, even though it wasn't my decision. I'm just gonna call them the Infesties now. Infestants. Ew, wait, that's... Oh, I don't like that. Infestins. That's gross. All right, Kuro with the Canines. Canines is a great name because he's got canine in his username. It's good. You said gay nines. Hold on. Now, I know his community. They would love that. Now, the thing is, I'm not trying to piss off his community. I'm trying to piss off him, right? If I go to his chat and I'm like, what's up, gay nines? Thing is, will Twitch look at that and think I'm harassing them, even if they respond positively? That's the, it's straight nines. That's the question. I mean, really, like I know his community would just like find it funny, but we can do better, I think. Slay nines. Actually, that's very annoying to type in chat, and I like that. I keep going in and I go, hey girls, what's up, slay nines? And I mean, really annoying with it. And then like the people in his chat that are male are gonna be like, please stop. Except they're not at all, because this chat loves it, and a lot of you are dudes too. All right, they're gonna be the slay nines. I need it to be like different from his current name, you know what I mean? I like that, I like that. Slay nines the Z. I already did little cheesers. I'm really excited to call them cheesers. I need you to promise me this right now. I need you to wait for me to show up in her chat, and this is like the secret code, and I'm be like, what's up, cheesers? And everyone's like, cheesers unite. Okay, we need it. We got to do it together. My signal will just be me being like, what's up, cheesers? And then everyone will be like, yeah. Okay, Amelie has the scufflings. She's temporarily calling you guys the goons with the mafia outfit, the same way she called everyone guppies with the siren outfit. What can we do here? Tech support? That's Sayu. Let's be honest. Some of you going, save him, save him. Lee from Amelie, Leroy Jenkins. Hold on. Leroy. We gotta change Jenkins. We gotta change Jenkins. Okay, that can be adjusted. Leroy Jenkins. I'm gonna pretend that every single chatter's name individually is Leroy. And I want you to all pretend when you talk to each other in her chat that your name is all like Leroy. So when you see each other, you're like, what's up, Leroy? How you doing? Like those streamers, there are a couple of streamers that just call their chat a singular name. I know there's one streamer that just calls their chat Jeff. Like they're talking to one guy the whole time. We got to do that bit, okay? Everyone in her chat is individually named Leroy. Got it? Good, good. All right. The final frontier, Kason. Kason, gachikoi. Let's think. Honestly, Kason and the mother goes crazy. But I can't like annoy her and annoy her chat with it. They're gonna be like, that's funny and we love it. Do we like that? I think we can keep it, but every time we have to call them Kason and the mother like it's a band, right? We'll just shorten it to this, but we have to say that it's all about like the setup, you know what I mean? I think it's good. Chat is backing vocals. Yeah. You guys are on all the instruments. All right, how do we feel about this list? This is my officially approved list of names that I think the communities should all be. Hesticles, Foreskins, Hentai, GEEGOIDS, Science Team, Famoly, Harem, Peckers. I think Peckers is great. Heart Cult, Hotta Dogs, Fruitcakes, Zenemies, Little Cheesers, Infesties, Slay Nines, Leroy Jenkins, and Kason and the mother. I think that's really good. I think we've really done a lot for our collective community here in really pulling together the branding. And I'm glad this is a community effort. It's perfect and everyone likes it and everyone has agreed, regardless of what the streamers say, right? What's yours? GEEGOIDS. It's right there. It sounds like a disease. Are you okay? No, I have GEEGOIDS. You all right? You keep watching that Twitch stream. I got the GEEGOIDS in me. Actually, Nagi's Famoly would be really fun if we called them the Hamroids. Can I change it? I like the Famoly, but like, we'll have matching names. We'll have matching names for our communities. Now it's perfect. Can you set their official names to autocorrect in this chat? Ooh, we could do that. Okay, I would need to work on it, or someone would need to make them. But if any of you make it, so you make an emote that says any of these names, then when someone tries to type the real one, if they say like Momos, it'll just change it so it looks like it just says Infesties instead. We can make a quest. Yeah, put it on the quest board. Okay, guys, scratch it. One other note. If you go into the Discord, you join in, you pick a faction, you do the thing. There's a quest board in there. And when we want something like this, you can submit them in there. So there's a thread per thing. So it's easy to find if you want to look through them. But then also we can give you points for doing it. So do the thing.